So in this video, we're doing a little bit of welding, and I don't have the suit on right now because he's in the process of being cleaned. I got our makeshift tree going on here, and I got the tire thing off so that way I can fit this properly. But what we're working with here is essentially an OE bumper, at least half of it, and then the crash bar. But the thing that happened is there used to be a plastic here all along down here, and then I broke it, so I started cutting it, the clearance. Then the rest of it got torn off. So what's gonna replace it is this here. Now I'll explain real quick where it's from. So that bumper was originally from Pull and Pay, and it was from what I believe to be a second generation 4Runner, which was a competition bouncer, possibly. And I was like, yo, that's a sick bumper, I'm taking that. Which unfortunately took 2 visits because we didn't have the tools to do that because it was, you know, welded on. So here we are. It is most likely gonna replace this crash bar. Maybe the top half, but who knows, we'll see. First off, we're going to disconnect the battery. This is for good reason. You guys will see here in a second why. The grill is now off. Now this one here is, you'll see here that was not originally there. That was just because I was testing to see how good the welder's going to work on here. I'll do a proper test fit here. Luckily, I was smart enough, I wired connectors. Oh, and okay. All right, hearing protection acquired. Woo. There we go. All right, so we're looking at this here, and it's definitely gonna be a little more work. But my plan here is I want to try and chop this front part off, and I want to try and save this back part, because then I can bolt this to that, hopefully, or even just weld it to that even. But the issue I'm kind of having here is I'm gonna have to remove this top part so I can access cutting this. So yeah, let's get to more cutting. Now I went ahead and I removed this plate so that I can have better access, since I gotta kind of reach in there kind of. Now this is a pretty old flat disc, so I have no idea if it's gonna do what I need it to. Got all the material. So the more I look at this, the more unsure I feel. Because when you look at it, there's a few issues coming up here. So the first one being, like, when you look at it here, this here kind of sticks out. And I think I could fix that in a way, but another issue that comes up is the fact that the original crash mount here is very much far from here. And I'm just kind of having a weird issue of trying to figure out how I can get something to there or get it to meet there and somehow hide that, because it's, you know, it's kind of ugly. You can see that very clearly from up front. And another thing is when you're looking in here, it's hitting this piece here. It's already hitting right there and here, and I think over here, yeah, same case is rubbing there. You can see all the scratches from it there. But yeah, I guess let's get to, you know, moving things around, I guess. Okay, so I might have accidentally ruined the last good wheel we had. So I guess we're gonna have to use the Sawzall. Okay, now that we move, and we should meet this up, it should now, yeah. Honestly, it looks like a brush card right now, but. There. Ah! Oh, I had to pull this scratch on me. Is that me burning? I think that, I don't know if that's me or the vehicle I can smell burning. Ah, okay, that was not my intention to break the... Them some ugly welds, but that's what the grinder's for. So I still got underside to do, and then next up is the next piece, which is, I plan to be from here to down there. All right, so I've got it mocked back up here. You know, it's holding pretty sturdy, but now the next part to work on is, my plan is I'm actually gonna come over here. I'm gonna do these guys. Because originally these were sitting right about there, but my plan is I'm gonna take this and I'm probably gonna put it right about here, probably like right about there, and essentially, actually, wait a minute. Obviously this is gonna need a lot of refining. I need to get rid of all those piling of welds, smooth that out, but well, I'm looking here. I thought I was gonna have more work, but essentially it's gonna go mount underneath this box, like right underneath there. And it's gonna meet probably either right there at the hoop or just next to it. But yeah, because originally I think my plan probably was that. Oh, I see now, yeah, that was why. But we're gonna flip it back around and it's gonna go right there. That piece gone. So now it should be... So unfortunately we ran out of time for this week, but next week we're gonna get it done, and then there might be something a little interesting we'll put on. It's gonna involve antenna, but yeah, y'all stick around to see this finished and that put in, and I'll see y'all in the next video.